Yo, what up, man? We're about to start our game here in a minute. I'm just checking what he got. Offensive line's terrible, so I'm blitzing his bitch ass. Can't really let's go look at those rosters. Ooh. Now who would he start? Yeah, looking at it, you should have blitzed him. Like, I would have kept on sending blitzes at him. Looking at it, because 83, 78, 85, 76, 77, so they're average. Let's look at his D-line. He's got a pretty solid D-line. I might be able to run the ball. Oh, okay, so he's only got 4 corners. What about his kicker? Does he got good kick power? Yeah, he's got a pretty decent kicker. Really now, let me go see. 290, 314, 315, 228. Alright, I see what you're talking about. I see what you're doing. So that right side, the O wants cookies.
Welcome to Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store.
The screen starts lagging.
What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to to their visitors. The give out of the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. A run for the quarterback. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Williams will pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
This crowd knows when to bring it. He's going to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
With the run on first and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Third and goal from way back there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third and goal coming up here. Williams looking for a man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Texas offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Here's the handoff. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws for the tight end. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The RPO is complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Williams will pass. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Defense not showing press coverage. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The inside handoff. Dances away from one. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
To the air on 1st down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield. It's Morris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, when you think about it, he's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Quick completion on the out route. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
I don't know, man. We're still trying to figure that out, man.
Right down the
Still waiting on Clemson. He's dodging me.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense getting set for first down. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He's got it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Finds his tight end. At the 15, he's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback extends the play. Running through contact. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Now on the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got him. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On second down, just keeps firing. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. He's flying by and gets it on the jet sweep. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's the impact of having a quarterback with a ton of speed. You see how the defense, everybody just locked in on the quarterback. They weren't even thinking about the receiver coming around the jet sweep, and that's a big reason why they were able to get so many yards on that play.
Using the quick game. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. It's caught. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Might as well stick with him. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburner's coming. The 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Williams looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Made it harder on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Bill set up to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Williams will pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He lost one down the sideline. And he's got it at the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 83 with the grab and the score.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Williams looking for a man. And that pass intercepted. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. That one might violate every return rule in the book as he's out of bounds at his own 5. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams will pass. Steps away to find some room. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
Touchdown, Texas. Number 86 with the catch in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Bulldogs offense has been a buzzsaw.
Quarterback checking the play. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Second down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. It's caught downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes his man miss. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about it. He made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
They're going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
21 with the carry.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Williams looking for a man. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
38, Clemson, 35.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He's going to pass. He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 20. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. That chunk play has them in business. Set up with a first down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Clemson! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off for the third time today. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why...
Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Works the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The short hands, it's Livingston. Touchdown! Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mayer. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the 1st down.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man quickly. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Scanning the field, it's Dalton. It's on target and complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. You know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because
He's got it down the left side. And he's running in the open. And he takes it all the way. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. And he intercepts it. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Here comes the offense on first down. Right back to the well. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Mayer. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He's back to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll operate out a split back. Quarterback will audible. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Got enough space. A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Coming after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Boilermakers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off. 12-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback...
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Gator. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. To the air, it's Dalton. He finds his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're going to run it to the right. Touchdown! First down for this offense. Handoff to the single back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got three receivers spread to the right. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're bringing heat. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking second and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Touchdown! First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Mayer. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown game! First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Mayer. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to get to him. With the catch, it's Daniels. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Comes out throwing on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to beat Greg right here to end the game.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's
going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 45 on his way. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Dalton. Going for it all. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying...